guys. I tried giving her CPR. The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes!
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still.
This is 42-year-old Sarah Boone. In just a few hours, detectives will walk into her apartment and find her boyfriend dead inside a suitcase. At first, it will look like a tragic accident after a night of drinking. But before the sun rises, they will discover something far worse.
Sarah, I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you choke me.
Sarah.
The man in that suitcase is 42-year-old Jorge Torres Jr. Jorge Torres Jr. had been in a long, unstable relationship with Sarah for several years. On February 23, 2020, inside an apartment in Winter Park, what began as an ordinary night would end with Jorge trapped in a suitcase, while Sarah remained on the other side of the zipper. What police initially treated as a tragic domestic incident would soon become one of the most disturbing homicide investigations the department had ever handled.
It was not intentional. I will put my hand on the Bible. It was not intentional. I would not do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Sarah Boone was a mother and living in Winter Park. She had been married to Brian Boone. The marriage lasted several years. It ended in divorce. After that, she later began a relationship with Jorge Torres Jr. Jorge was also living in the same area. He had prior arrests and a record of alcohol-related incidents. Their relationship moved quickly. He moved into her apartment. Police reports show repeated domestic disturbance calls at their apartment. Officers responded to arguments where both accused the other of being violent. In some incidents, Sarah had visible injuries. In others, Jorge claimed she was the aggressor. Alcohol was present during many of these calls. Neither permanently separated after these incidents. They continued living in the same apartment. Friends described the relationship as unstable. They argued, reconciled, and continued the cycle.
Can you describe that sound for us in more detail?
The way their staircase was set up, my bedroom, the top of their staircase would have been like above my ceiling. So I could hear something start above me super loud and then fall away from me, like it was falling down the stairs.
It's around 12:43 p.m. in the afternoon when Winter Park police receive a routine welfare check call from Sarah Boone. Unknowingly, this marks the first step into one of the most disturbing domestic homicide cases the city has seen in years.
What is the location of your emergency? 4748 France Court, apartment 3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
All right, great. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a case and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
Following the 911 call, officers are dispatched to Sarah's second-floor apartment in Winter Park to check on her boyfriend. When they arrive, they find Sarah waiting outside the unit. She appears shaken. She tells them her boyfriend is not breathing.
Who pronounced?
Oh, right there.
Did you call it? What time did you call it?
I got a time for it.
Hello there. Hi. You live here?
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk to you. We gotta get some information
I
from the
know.
fire
That's
department.
the property manager. I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or just so he knows what's going on.
Where is he at?
He's walked that way.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you, okay?
Neither the officers nor Sarah reveal much emotion as they walk inside. But within seconds, they see Jorge Torres Jr. lying on the floor of the bedroom. Next to him is a blue suitcase. At first, it looks like a tragic accident. It will not stay that way for long. Paramedics attempt CPR. The effort is brief. Jorge is pronounced dead at the scene. Officers begin asking Sarah simple questions. What happened? When did it happen? Why was there a suitcase involved?
What's going on? fine.
So
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay. Fine.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay, okay,
I didn't know what to do.
okay,
I didn't know what to do.
okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I tried giving you CPR. The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found him.
Before you called?
Yes!
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband or your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where does he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who zipped him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine
No,
last night?
no.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay.
So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
As officers secure the apartment, they also contact Sarah's ex-husband, Brian Boone, to inform him of the situation. He confirms that Sarah and Jorge had a history of police calls and domestic disputes. That information is added to the growing report.
You've been following your ex-wife or current wife?
Yes.
Okay.
No, ex-wife. We've
Okay.
been divorced about a year and a half. About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out, because this is supposed to be her day.
Can
So,
you give me
her child.
1764, please?
Okay.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She tends to drink.
They called back and said
She
she
has
was
a bit of
still there,
smell
or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then
She was back inside the
I
lobby.
finally got a hold of her
I'll call
at
back.
12:49. Which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here, so I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah,
Okay.
or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out of the house because I didn't really want to
Who
be
called?
in there.
Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But
Inside the apartment, the explanation begins to raise more questions than answers. By the end of the afternoon, detectives determine the death cannot be treated as accidental. Sarah Boone is placed under arrest and transported to the police station for questioning. The interrogation begins in a small, stark room. 2 detectives, 1 male, 1 female, sit across from Sarah Boone. They begin with a simple question. What happened that night?
I have no idea. We had a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day. We've had good days lately.
Mm-hmm.
Even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. Like, I don't even know where this is coming from. I really love him. Like, I do. And I feel like I can help him. Like, I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah's hands tremble as she recounts fragments of the evening, insisting it was a game, that Jorge climbed into the suitcase voluntarily. Her words are measured, but her eyes betray unease. The detectives press, asking for details, timing, movements. Each pause and hesitation is noted.
Since talking yesterday, do you remember any timelines better? Like what time you guys were playing? What time he was zipped up in the luggage, what time you went upstairs?
We started because we cleaned the house a little bit, did some laundry.
You started the activities around 4, you said?
Yes, around 4:30ish, and then...
You just said that it was dark when you were playing hide and seek, and I'm just curious if you remember.
But when we were outside, that's where we would start and talk about things, and then eventually I was the one that had him come inside so we could
About
do
what
stuff.
time, do you remember what time that was, is what she's asking.
And you said you went up to bed around midnight, fell asleep around 12:30ish. But those are the only times I have. So I have 4 and I have midnight. So there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower, or
like when we started to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Well, we went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long. Maybe about 6-ish.
On the day of dispatch, while reviewing her phone, they find 2 videos. Both are explicit, recording the final moments inside the apartment. One shows Jorge climbing into the suitcase. The second reveals what Sarah claims. She never saw the moments leading to his death.
So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I mean, I get my phone, I maybe took a picture of them, the two of Tess and
the dogs,
and George, and have them dancing, but I mean, it's just Tess.
Okay. So I have something that I want to show you that we found.
The room grows colder as the footage plays. Sarah watches silently, her calm facade cracking. The evidence is undeniable. The story she's been telling, unraveling with every frame. Detectives confront her with the videos. She gasps, stammers, claiming she never intended harm, that it was an accident.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
And
Fuck you.
That's you, your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up.
I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do it. You choke me.
Closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't. How did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because you were getting ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
And his head's right here. So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out.
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself out, but the video shows at no point can I see his fingers.
He'll be up here any minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
and I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not
he's
able to get
joking? You told me he was laughing, and
We were before.
The video, there's no laughing.
When we first got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to you recording this?
No.
By the end of the interrogation, the decision is clear. Sarah Boone is placed under arrest, handcuffed, and led out. She no longer controls the narrative. Courtroom proceedings follow swiftly. The prosecution presents the videos as damning evidence. Sarah takes the stand, recounting her story in her own words, repeating that it was unintentional, that she never meant for Jorge to die. The defense argues circumstance, the danger of alcohol, the misguided game. The judge listens, expression unreadable, the gavel poised. Sarah Boone is convicted of second-degree murder. The charges are listed: unlawful killing, reckless behavior, manslaughter,